I feel like singing Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again. I haven't for the last few days, but I keep going live and then forgetting to put my microphone on. Hang on. Bear with. If you're on the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Or if you're feeling rebellious, drop upon the replay in the chat. Hello, my name's Cordelia Kay, and this is another episode of Going Live Anyway. And I tell you what, we are whittling through these. If you are tuning in to one of these for the first time, this is a little 30-day challenge I set myself. And it was because coming back into our community and put myself out there and needing to do trainings and go live, etc., I was a little bit nervous. And so I set myself a challenge to work on myself whilst I did it. And so I decided I'd go live every single day, and any triggers or anxiety or anything that came up, I would deal with it there and then through my journaling process that I use to heal past traumas. And I have to say, I am feeling pretty proud of myself because it is day 27. 27 of these I've done now. And I'm feeling better about it than ever. I actually feel like this was such a great thing to do. And I'm not going to get sentimental about it because it ain't over yet. And I don't know what I'm going to do when I hit 30 days. Am I going to carry on? Am I going to stop? Like, what's the plan? Am I going to change the concept? I haven't thought about it yet. I'm not sure. But it is bloody brilliant and I have been enjoying it. And it's lovely to jump in here and check in with you guys on a daily basis. I've got some regular people that have been tuning in and joining me in the chat, which has been lovely. Rachel Tasker, Craig Picton, John Denley's been in and out from time to time. Who else? Oh, Marion. It's been really lovely to do these lives with you guys. So yeah, it's been fun. I'm also going to hit the go live on Instagram. And I've just shared it into the Rebellious Business Network, I think, which is our amazing, what a bloody awesome crew over there. Lovely group of rebellious business owners. We're nearly at 5,000 people in that group now, which is incredible considering I started this thing with an idea in the shower, promoted it for 2 days, and here we are 5 years later, and we've got 5,000 members, which is fantastic. So nice to see. So, bit of news. Caroline, it's her birthday today. So if you see Caroline or you spot her anywhere on socials or you're in the Rebellious Business Network, please do pop her a happy birthday message. Send her some love. She really does deserve it. She's the best friend a girl could have possibly ever wished for, in the sense of just how much we have been through together and how much growing we do together and how much laughter we have together. Man, I'm so grateful for that girl. She's amazing. And I'm so pleased that I'm partnered with her and I get to be on this crazy journey with her. So happy birthday, Caroline. I've just put a ridiculous video out of us laughing our heads off, which is what we do best. But yeah, happy birthday, girl. It is your birthday today and you are officially, just going to say it, you've joined me. We're halfway to 70. We are there. We're halfway now. That's it. So it's time to start getting serious now. Really is time to start growing up, getting serious. I'm just going to check in over on Instagram. Oh, I can see we've got Rachel over on Instagram. Hello. Oh, it's Rachel's birthday today too. Happy birthday, Rachel. Oh my goodness. I'll have to tell Caroline. Well, happy birthday, Rachel Tasker. Saying your surname because there's a few Rachels around. So making sure that everybody knows I'm on about the Tasker of the Rachels. When I was sitting down this morning to have a look, I'll be honest, I don't put a lot into these lives. Like, I'm really busy. I haven't got time to plan. And I have to say, it is evident when I don't plan and I come onto one of these lives, I'm way more rambly. I feel a bit kind of exposed and it doesn't go as well. And when I do this and I write down 3 bullet points, I feel so much clearer. So that's been my process for the last, I'd say, well, apart from there was one where I just didn't know what to talk about in the last week. I found something though whilst I was live. That was fine. But generally my process has been, I will Go into the Rebellious Business Network Facebook group, see what member requests we've got in there, see what questions they've asked, because on the entry, on the front door, we ask them if they want us to answer a question. I always find it's really confusing. We ask them to ask us a question. So like, we've asked a question that asks them to ask us a question. Every time I'm trying to explain this, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. But we ask them to ask us. See? Really confusing. We ask them to ask us if they've got any questions about getting clients or marketing that we could answer for them. And surprisingly, so many people ask really great questions. And I say surprisingly because generally I don't know what questions I need to be asking. Like if I join a Facebook group, I wouldn't bloody know what I should ask on that. I would be like, oh, don't know. Maybe it's because I don't have any questions right now. And sometimes we do have blanks. Not everybody answers it, but genuinely a lot of people do. And I'm seeing a bit of a pattern here because I've been here every day for 30 days, looking over a load of we're running ads, which means we get an influx of people into the group every day, which is awesome. And I'm seeing people answer questions every day, which is phenomenal. And pretty much every question is the same. Now, some are different, but most of them are the same. They're all around the same theme. And it's like, how can I get clients, or how can I get more visibility? Like, how can I do that? And it's the same bloody theme every single day. And I'm often coming at it from a different angle because there's so many different ways that you can talk about this. And there are so many different ways you can do. But today I just feel a bit ranty. I'm not going to lie. I feel a little bit ranty. And the thing I feel a bit ranty about is that we are so busy prioritizing our actions and our thoughts and everything we're trying to do online by automating connection. And I just want to say, just stop doing it. Stop trying to automate connections. Stop trying to prioritize automations in order to market your business. Because if you are at the beginning, if you're just starting to market your business, and you might be someone who has been in business for ages, you getting clients through referrals, people talk about you because you're great and you're brilliant at what you do, and they talk about you and they recommend you and they get you referrals, but you want to start marketing because you're like, I want to have more control over the inflow. I want to have more control over how many people are coming into the business. I don't want to be at the helm of referrals anymore because there are droughts, and those droughts are unpredictable, and they are not the best way for me to rely on getting enough income into my business to live off my business, right? So if that's you, if you're like starting on this marketing journey, then I've got news for you. And that is that building a website, this is why I'm looking at my notes. I've written a list because me and lists, I list things off and I'm terrible with lists. I'm trying not to overlist. I'm an overlister. But building websites, creating social media content, creating lead magnets, email marketing, YouTube channels, podcasts, and anything where you are creating content, putting it on the internet and hoping for engagement is automating connection. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to create connection, but you're trying to do it passively in a way that is automated because it doesn't rely on you physically being there to connect with people. And that is the worst thing to be doing 100% of without a connection bedrock in place. I just made that term up and I'm going to explain what it means. A connection bedrock is where you have got something that you're doing that is showing up and creating presence in your business. You are injecting presence, which creates connections. Because if you want to just create funnels and you don't have that connection bedrock, if you want to just build a website and put it up there and tinker with your SEO and hope that people come find you, they will, but it's going to be a very small trickle. Yesterday when we were at the Rebellious Business Network, I asked them, put your hands up if you deliver your product, if you are the person that does the product that you sell. You could be a web designer, you could be a coach, you could be a therapist, you could be a mentor, you could be a consultant, you could be a flipping, I don't bloody know, I'm listing again. Stop it, I'm so bad at that. You deliver your product, which means that you are there with your client when you are doing that. You might be on Zoom calls, you might be in person, but you are delivering that product. So why is it that you're trying to take yourself out of your marketing and automate it? And it doesn't flipping work. It doesn't, because what's going to happen is you're going to get a trickle of people signing up for that evergreen lead magnet. And that trickle of people are going to come on your email list, and they're going to, some of them are going to read your emails, some of them are actually going to read the lead magnet, but most of them aren't. And at the end of the day, what hasn't happened is they haven't felt a connection to you, which means that they still, who's ringing me? Decline. I'm in the middle of a rant here. What are you doing? They haven't felt a connection with you, which means that they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you. And hey, if they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you, do you think they're going to come work with you? Do you think that they're going to want to commit to you? Like, hell no. So my biggest piece of advice, and I will flip him talk about this till the cows come home, is you need to prioritize connection. How can you pepper your pipeline with more presence? How can you show up more? Like, don't worry about building a website or getting your business cards printed. Leave all that stuff. Your logo isn't important. It's not. These are all things that represent you online. But the first thing you need to represent yourself online with is yourself. You need to bring yourself into the online space, and you need to show up in a way that allows people to see you, feel you, connect with you, hear your energy, feel your energy, hear your voice, and see your face. And if you're not doing that, that is where you need to begin. And the reason why I felt this kind of, this morning is that, like, people are asking, like, how can I get more people to look at my website? How can I get more people to how can I increase my visibility? And it's like, just show up more. And I'm not ranting at you because you're not doing the connecting. I'm ranting at every flipping business coach in the world that says, let's do a pre-recorded webinar and run ads to it. Let's set up an evergreen lead magnet and put it in the Instagram bio and then post content on Instagram. Like, that's great. But the priority should be, let's show up and connect with people. Let's get in the trenches with people and build relationships. Because if you can build your baseline audience of raving fans, and then you put automations on top of that to take it to the next level, that's going to be so much more effective than if you try and start with a PDF lead magnet that you're pushing on Instagram via some posts that are quotes that, like, no one flipping cares about. Pepper pipeline presence. Yeah, nice bit of alliteration. Hey, John, how's it going? You need to pepper your pipeline with presence to create connection. That is what you need to do. Manil is saying, I for sure have been guilty of this in the past, but Manil, you are now building the Something Fun network, and that is the best thing you can do, because what you're doing is you're launching a live event that invites people to come and connect with you and be in your space. And that is powerful. Like, it doesn't get more powerful than that. In terms of a marketing strategy, that is a fantastic one. Well, I know I'm biased, but it is a fantastic one because you're building real connections with people. So, okay, Cordelia, fine. Prioritizing connection, create connection bedrock. Stop automating connection is the first thing you do. How do you go about creating that connection bedrock then? I'm at risk of repeating myself here. I'm going to say it anyway, because I talked about this yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I talk about this every single day, but it is the most effective thing you can do. Find a community that has your kind of people in it and show up in it and be helpful. Do that in order to make friends and create a group of business friends around you that are relevant to what your business is and what it is that you do. That's one way of doing it. Become a pillar of someone else's community. Another way of doing it is a bit more ballsy. Build your own community. Build your own community. Like, if you don't want to leverage other people's, then build your own. Put on a live event. Invite people to come along to it and tell them, you guys are now part of my community. Come and join the Facebook group. We're going to do this every week. We're going to meet on a regular basis. This now is a community. It's awesome to be building this community. Welcome. And that's what we did with the Rebellious Business Network. I just put a Zoom call up and I said, this is the Rebellious Business Network. And people came to it and I said, you're now part of the Rebellious Business Network. And I treated them like VIPs, and we had such a great time, and they came back again and again, and we are still here 5 years later. But what happened was, because I was very present and I was showing up and I was making it about the people that were in front of me, not creating stuff for people I didn't know yet, hoping that all these cold leads were going to come in and find me and discover me and come into my world. I was working with the ones that were in front of me right now. And I was like, what is it that you need? What can I give to you? What can we do? And I put together a networking event. And that networking event was a hit. And that is why we're here now. So how can you pepper more presence into what you're doing right now? How can you show up more in a way that is going to really connect with your audience, because they're feeling your energy? Like, imagine if they came around your house for a cup of tea. Like, that's the kind of energy we want to bring to this. If your audience can connect with you in that way, you are going to become well known for what it is that you do. You're going to have a network around you, and you're going to find that business feels easier. And then all of the automating stuff on top of that, building your email list. We need that. We want to be building the email list. We want to have a website. We want to have a YouTube channel or a podcast or a piece of regular connective content. But if we start with connection in mind and stop trying to start with automation and going after cold people that you don't know yet and you can't feel yet and you can't see yet and you don't know who they are, start with the people in front of you and start with connection in mind. And that can literally just be you going, I'm running a webinar, or I'm doing this live event, or I'm hosting a networking event, or showing up in other people's communities and doing that. Another thing you can do is going live, like I am now. I'm live right now, connecting with people. Let's do some connecting. I've got a great comment here from Manil. Let's read it. Take a small segue to read this comment from Manil. People do business with people, not products. Yes, this is so true. It's amazing. So many companies, including enterprise class, are product focused. Key learning from my corporate customer success management career. And here's the thing. Most people in the Rebellious Business Network, you're not selling a physical product. You're selling your service or something that you're doing or helping people with. And so even more so is that true, that people are buying into you. They're not buying into your brand as much. They're buying into you. Well, we're getting into muddy water here, because your brand is the personality of your business, which is based on you. But I hope you know what I mean. So how can you show up more and be more present and prioritize connection? Because I promise if you start doing that, marketing's going to stop feeling like this aloof thing that you're trying to catch, that it feels like a bit of a slippery ghost that you can't seem to find, because all you need to do is actually get out there and talk to people. And I know that off the back of that, we need sales skills and we need to bridge and we need to be out of position and, all of these things, but that will come second. Because if you can build a great community around yourself of ideal people, everything else kind of starts to fall in line, because all we need beyond that is strategy. And that is simple. The strategy is just a mechanism that we can put in place that mops up the connecting that you're doing. We've got flipping loads of strategies that we can give you that you can put in place to mop that up. But there's nothing to mop up if you're not out there doing the connecting first. So that is what I would really recommend. And, this would be a great time for me to recommend you jump into the 30-day video challenge inside the Rebellious Business Network. Because if you're someone that's like, oh my God, I don't know about getting on video, that sounds really scary. And if I've got to get on video in order to connect, like, I'm not up for that. And I would suggest that we can all overcome our fear of video. Like, if you are someone who's scared of video, it just takes a bit of practice. And it takes some kindness. Like, come and join the Rebellious Business Network and do our 30-day video challenge, where you post one video in there every day. It's going to give you two things. Number one, you're going to start to become well known in the group. You're going to build an audience of people around you just from showing up, and the content that you can create. Like, do what I'm doing here. Go to ChatGPT even and pop in there, like, what are people asking about my niche? And just go and create one video answering one question a day. It's the easiest way to create valuable content. Find out what people are asking and answer something every day in a video. And if you put it in the Rebellious Business Network as the 30-day video challenge, it's going to do two things. It's going to build you an audience in the network. People are going to start to know who you are. There's 5,000 people in there, but they're all rebels, which means they're business owners that have a heart and are doing things their way, because they don't want to be wearing that corporate mask. They don't want to be conforming to how they should do business. They want to do business by being themselves. So they all get it, and they all understand how hard it is to start showing up as yourself on the internet, and to like put yourself and your face out there in an authentic way. I think authentic is such a buzzword, but And the second thing it's going to give you is it's going to give you confidence, because if you do it every day for 30 days, it'll just start to become a habit, and it will start to feel easy, and you will start to feel like you can do it. Like it just doesn't feel as scary as it did before. And your first video just needs to be, hey, this is day 1 of my 30-day video journey. I'm doing it because Cordelia recommended it, and I think it's a good idea because I really want to show up more and connect with people more and build an audience around myself. So here I am, really nervous, first ever video, and I'm just creating it to say, well, this is it. This is my commitment. So I'm going to be back here tomorrow with day 2, and between now and then, I'm going to figure out what the hell I'm going to say. There we go. First video done. Doesn't need to be long. You don't need to create anything, wildly educational. You don't need to do any training. You just show up and be human and be yourself. I just seen a comment from Eddie. Hi, Cordelia. I just picked up my phone to check a dentist appointment, and there you are, live. How did you do that? Well, this is the wonderful world of being on Restream. We are currently live on the Facebook business page, in the Rebellious Business Network, on the Rebellious Business Instagram account, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube, all at the same time. So yeah, you just try and avoid me, Eddie. You try. You can't get away from it. But yeah. I hope your dentist appointment goes well. Guys, have you got any 2 cents that you would love to drop in this? I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. And how, if Manil's saying he's been guilty of this in the past, I wonder how many of you know that actually deep down you're hiding. You're hiding. It feels safe to hide behind the website build and the PDF lead magnet, and the things that are automating connection that we've been listing off. It feels safe to do that. And how do I know? Because you can't kid a kidder. This is the reason why I did 30 days of going live anyway, because I was hiding and I felt uncomfortable about showing up. And this is why I love the concept of going live anyway, because the whole point is that things aren't perfect. I don't know everything. My life is not perfect. I don't live this perfect laptop lifestyle. I got 4 kids. Things are often argumentative and rough and ready here in this house on a daily basis. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I often don't have my nails done. I am here keeping it flipping real. And sometimes that means I get in my own head and I'm like, ugh, I've got to show up and try and help some people and teach some things. And I can get a bit of anxiety about it. But the going live anyway concept is that it doesn't matter. I'm going live anyway. I'm doing it anyway. Things aren't perfect. So what? Doing it anyway. Had a busy morning? Doing it anyway. Got all these excuses? I'm doing it anyway. So find your doing it. What is your version of going live? What is your doing it piece? That if you knew that if you were to come out of hiding and start doing that, it would move the needle on your business. It would push yourself out there and it would build an audience. It would get you moving into a new realm in your business. What is that for you? I dare you to do it anyway. Well, there we go. That's been my ranty pants. I'm going to go and have a coffee. I've got loads to do. We've got great stuff happening today. We've got a guest expert coming into the Network Empire program today to talk about funnels and tech, which is one of my favorite subjects. We're creating connection funnels and then automating them. That's what we're doing today. So if you are in Network Empire, I'll see you there. Manil, you come in. We're there at 11. I'll see you there. And anyone else who's in Network Empire, I look forward to seeing you. Otherwise, remember to say happy birthday to Caroline. Let's give her as much love as we can because she's an absolute legend. And I'll be back here on Monday for episode 28, I think, of Going Live Anyway. And can't tell you what I'll be talking about because I'll find out Monday morning myself. Okay, just before we go, we've got one comment here that I want to read out. Yeah, definitely hiding. But because I don't really want to do one-to-one stuff and my DIY concept isn't good enough to help people do it alone. That's interesting. That is interesting. Manil is going to be taking his mum to hospital for tests. Good luck, Manil. Big love to your mum. I hope she's all right. Sending you a big hug. And anything over on Instagram? Rachel's feeling inspired again. I love that. Love you, Rachel. Happy birthday, darling. Lots and lots of love. Have a wonderful day, guys. Happy Friday. Speak soon.